World Orphan McCreed, showing y'all this magazine written by a brother out of Detroit called Our Story Journal. Um, in my study of this magazine, I came across some interesting facts, and one of which is Willy Lynch is false. Willy Lynch was something created and first cited in the 1990s. It supposedly took place in the 1700s, something like that. And they talk about the South. There was no such thing as the South during that time. During that time, the United States was still a colony under Britain, or going through the turmoil of separating from Britain, and they was all united. Also during that time, the biggest slave-holding state was New York. What we need to do is get our research hats on. What we need to do is step out of this time and step into that time. During that time, they did not separate based on big and tall, light and dark, male or female, things of that nature. They treated them differently, but they didn't separate off that, which is evident. Frederick Douglass was of mixed heritage. Nat Turner was described as light-skinned and short, and people follow him. So with that being said, that is some new contemporary modern divisiveness that we have and we developed once we got to the inner cities and integrated. We developed that because, they wanted to let the lighter tone blacks work closer to white people. Women started being able to get jobs over the male because they're less threatening. So that's where we developed these divisive tactics. Okay? Now, moving on along. What they did divide on was language barriers to keep people from gathering socially. They would rather have us working side by side with somebody who did not speak our language. Were you American born or African born? That was also something that was divisive in the slave community. It's something else that people need to take into consideration. All of the literature written during those times by abolitionists, slaves, and people that was pro-slavery, not one of them cited Willy Lynch as a source. So that indicates to me that Willy Lynch is a fallacy. And according to that magazine, he will be exposed. The writer and creator of Willy Lynch will be exposed. We cannot fight the world with a lie. I was one of the people that didn't want to let Willy Lynch go because it made sense. And it does make sense today. But that is not how we became disrupted as a people at that time. It's false. It's also crazy for us to believe that one man had the answer to controlling black people for several centuries. So on that note, let's do our research and let's stop propagating a false testimony from somebody named Willy Lynch, who uses slang that didn't even exist in the 1700s. It's World Orphan McCreed. Peace.